what are the advantages of the HEV system?
In the fuel cell itself. So by combining a fuel cell with a hybrid system, what we're able to do is actually dramatically increase the efficiency of the vehicle itself. When you operate just a fuel cell by itself, it has to ramp up and down quickly based on the person's acceleration mode, and then it can't regenerate that electricity. The electricity would just be lost as heat. By combining it with the hybrid system, now we can take that energy from regeneration and put it into the battery pack, and then we can use the battery pack to kind of offset the energy needs of the vehicle. Fuel cells like to operate at steady state. They make their best consumption at steady state loads, and by having the high voltage battery, now we can use that as a peaking device, as a load leveling device, and the fuel cell can ramp up and down at a more gentle speed, and that also effectively improves the efficiency and even the durability of the fuel cell system.
What are the challenges in educating the public to these advantages?
So whenever we bring a new technology to the marketplace, there's always a few questions that get asked. One is the reliability, durability piece. And of course we've done, as I showed in today's presentation, extensive testing, hundreds of thousands, millions of miles worth of durability testing, so that we're comfortable that this car has the Toyota nameplate on it. People expect a certain level of durability, and this vehicle will not disappoint. The next question that comes out when we do a new technology is safety. Is it really safe? And what I could say in this case is this is an electric-powered vehicle that uses compressed hydrogen for fuel, and it is extremely safe and extremely robust. I showed that rear-end collision video in our presentation, and those tanks literally had to be cut out of the vehicle, right? They had to be physically cut out, and when we did the testing, those tanks certified just as good as a new tank. The tanks are very robust and require, it's almost impossible to penetrate. You would need a 50 caliber bullet or some kind of military spec armor piercing round to get through it. And even in that case, even if you did get hit with a 50 caliber bullet, the tank's not going to rupture and explode. It's just going to release the gas from that hole that was made. So we actually think in many cases, not only are you as safe as a conventional car, in many cases you're going to be safer in a fuel cell car.
Now the Mirai is almost ready to be on the street here.
Yes, it's going to be launching this fall.
And how do you get one, and what are the specs on buying one?
So today you can actually we launched last month, I believe, our order system online. So you can get onto toyota.com/Mirai, if I remember correctly, and you can go ahead and put your intent in that you're interested. And what's going to happen is someone's going to follow up with you and make sure that there's a couple requirements that are met. One, they're going to make sure that you're somewhere near a hydrogen station. If you live in Montana right now, I'm sorry, we don't have hydrogen stations there. But if you're a consumer in Southern California or Northern California, or even in most of the state, you'll have some access to hydrogen infrastructure. Hopefully, if you're close to one, you'll be able to qualify to get a car. Additionally, we're going to be looking at how close you are to our dealer network. We have identified 8 dealers to make sure that they're suited for, or that we can have access to good serviceability for the vehicle. And we have 4 in Northern California, 4 in Southern California. So we want to make sure it all balances out so the customer experience is very positive.
Go
ahead.
We're talking about the, specifically of this technology, but in your presentation you talked about the need to have choice in technologies, and how important is that to Toyota?
That's really important for us, because the only way to really judge success is to see what the consumer is really pulling. And by giving the consumer many choices, we could really clearly see or experience what choice they're going to choose. In some cases, what we're seeing, even in our early market studies, is some consumers like the idea of an electric powertrain, but they really struggle with the long fueling time. And the fast chargers are nice and all, but it's too slow. The fast chargers are too slow, and they just need to have that faster fueling. In that case, they really are attracted towards the fuel cell car. Other users, we find, are totally okay with a longer fueling range. In that case, EVs are totally okay. And so, by providing customers different options, we can really start to help them meet their energy needs and really encourage them to reduce their petroleum consumption, even to get it down to 0.
Congratulations, you got a beauty here.
Great, thank you very much. We're really excited about it. Yeah, I've been working on this technology since 2001, And so to finally see it now on just the eve of launch here in the U.S. has been a really exciting and fulfilling time for myself as well as for the company. And we really look forward to what the future holds. We honestly, it's not just a tagline I threw up there. We actually do think that what we're seeing here is the beginning of the next 100 years of automotive powertrain development. And I think fuel cell vehicles are going to be here to stay. It's going to take time. There is the infrastructure piece that's also going to take time. But this vehicle is here to stay, and it's going to offer customers that additional choice that they need for zero emissions.